We had 19 people that attended the trip to Russia, a group from Camp Hill, 4 of which were what the Camp Hill people call special friends. And we had 1 self-advocate from Coarc and 6 Coarc employees and board members. All of us really had limited knowledge about the other people, and I think that we all learned from each other throughout the experience.
It was wonderful just to learn and meet another culture and view it firsthand. I wish that everybody in the United States could go to another country to experience a different culture, a different perspective. It's really invaluable. It does make you think about your own country, the way we do things, your own person, the way you relate to other people.
Well, Sarah started the trip by worrying about not having her computer. Her world seemed very small in the beginning, and she was worried simply about stepping onto the airplane for the first time. And by the end of our experience, Sarah was independently doing what she wanted to do and making friendships within the circle of people that we were on the trip with, and planning social events with some of those people when she returned from Russia. So I just saw Sarah growing and blossoming and just becoming more of an individual and expressing not as reluctant to express some of her likes and dislikes and things that she enjoyed. Transformation and growth.
Impressed me about the Russians was actually their hospitality, their love, their compassion for the people that they serve and for us, and the way that they greeted us, the way that they took care of us, the way that they saw that everything that we could need, we had, and that we were treated extremely special. We had access to places that people would not have. Connection that we're working with people with special needs. You know what I mean? They were hungry to find out what we were doing, and we were hungry to find out what they were doing and what we could bring back and what maybe we could do better, and those people too. And we had a question and answer time. I got to share Mark's story. Donna Coons actually asked me to come up and share his story, and then they had a lot of parents sitting in the back of the room, and we had question and answer time. We literally got to talk to parents of handicapped children that are not really involved in the schools. That's part of the difference. They're not involved. They're invited to come in, but the parents really don't go to the schools, institutions. They call them institutions, but they're not really like we think of an institution. I would say it's like a school. First thing that happened to me was we walked into this room, and of course there's a little Down syndrome boy sitting there. So I'm looking at him, he's looking at me, I'm starting to tear up here a little bit, and the next thing you know, he's in my arms. So we're sitting on the floor hugging. And that to me, that was my highlight. Truthfully, that was my highlight.
Generosity and their welcoming was just so impressive, and hopefully we will maintain relationships with some of the people that we met over there and continue to have exchanges. And I think Coarc can benefit from that, and they can benefit from us. If we can just show them one benefit or one thing that they can do, it's one more thing to help people with disabilities, even in another part of the world. And there's no value you can put on that.
Well, I just saw how one mom could figure out a way to fund a program and develop a wonderful program for many children when there is no government support. And she was able to get the local nuclear power plant to support them. And her program really in this country would be considered exceptional in my point of view. And I just think that Coarc is facing challenging times, and we worry about what we are going to be able to do in the future, who we're going to be in the future, and if we're going to be able to provide services to our people with special needs, as we have been able to do in the past. And looking and experiencing Russia, I just realized that we just have to look at things differently. We maybe have to seek funding, seek ways of supporting our programs in ways that we never had to in the past, but I feel that we'll absolutely be able to do it. We just maybe have to become a little bit more creative and resourceful.
Overall, we provide, our services are excellent in comparison to other services that I've seen other agencies provide. So I don't think in that sense it really changed anything for me. I do think that there's some things that I would love to see us do in the future in regards to, work, if that would be something that the individuals would want to do in reference to fixing shoes or doing beading, things of that nature.
Natalia is a parent of a handicapped child. She started this the same way that Coarc was started, but she's the only parent that remained, and she's now the head of all of it, plus a big medical facility. And there's 3 different places that she is now the head of.
It really made me reflect on who Coarc is and what Coarc is, and made me feel really optimistic about where we can go in the future.